Okay, so when I tried this last time, I forgot to hit the record button. So I am going to record the beginning of this class and then post both of them so that the entire course is there. This is the basics of Exchequery. I am Catalina. I used to be the Exchequer for the Middle Kingdom. I am currently the Deputy Exchequer for the Middle Kingdom for Education and Training. I also represent the Middle Kingdom at Penzic currently and am the outgoing North Oaken Regional Exchequer. I am handing off my office to Baroness Ann Harrod this month. So this class is a high-level overview of what it means to be an exchequer in a local group. We really don't go further into regional or kingdom level offices, although a lot of the information does apply to both of those offices as well. So to get started, we're going to talk about financial policies first. The financial policies are top down. They come from the Society of Creative Anachronism. Then the kingdom is subordinate to that. We may include additional policies or be more strict in our policies, but we cannot be less strict in our policies. And then that goes down to the local groups. The local groups may choose to be more strict than the kingdom, but they may not be less strict than the kingdom. Local policies should be developed. They are required for each group. They are a little bit of a chicken and an egg kind of thing because your financial policies affect who is on your financial committee, but your financial committee votes on your financial policies. So if you are a brand new group starting out, you're probably going to end up writing your financial policies and having your entire group vote on it to be accepted or not, and then move on from there. But financial policies are the rules about how we function as a group, financially speaking. Your financial committee, the primary responsibility of a financial committee is setting the policy, but then also approving all financial activities after that. That means your yearly budgets, event budgets, as well as approving any non-budgeted expenditures. The purpose of the financial committee is just to appropriately spread the responsibility for decision-making to a team instead of just having the exchequer do that. You can set up your financial committees within the group in 3 different ways. All 3 versions of this must include 2 people. That is your seneschal and your exchequer. They must be included no matter how large or how small the group is or at what level the group is. That means a local group must have the local seneschal and local exchequer, but the Middle Kingdom itself has the seneschal and the exchequer on the financial committee. Other than that, there are 3 different configurations possible. The first is to have the seneschal, exchequer, and then specific other named officers. Not the name of the people, but the name of the office. So in the Middle Kingdom, it's the seneschal, the exchequer. I believe there was recently a change, but it used to be the Dragon Herald, the Kingdom Earl Marshal, and then the royal family had a vote as well as one, making up a financial committee of 5 people. This works for very large groups, so kingdoms, principalities, or extremely large local groups, baronies, because Otherwise, it would be impossible to hold votes. And you'll see what I mean when I go to the second one, which is the Seneschal Exchequer and all members in attendance at a financial committee meeting. So if the Middle Kingdom were to attempt to have a meeting of all of its members, you can see how this might be problematic. That's why they have named officers. In most local groups, this is going to be where you want to go. So the Seneschal, the Exchequer, and all members in attendance at a previously announced either regular meeting or financial committee meeting. The third variation is the Seneschal, Exchequer, and all members of group. We strongly recommend that you never use that third option. It is nearly impossible to, one, know who every single member in your group is unless you request that list from the society. And that might change then within the time frame that you get that list. And then you would have to poll all of those people. And you can see how this is an impossibility in most cases. So in most cases, you're going to want to not look at option 3 at all. So you are taking this class or watching this video because you are interested in the function of the Exchequer as the financial officer of a branch, a guild, or some other entity within the SCA. All official entities as groups must have an Exchequer and a Seneschal. The other positions are somewhat malleable, but if it's an official group, you must have those people. Qualifications. Basically, if you have access to the internet and email, you can respond to communications within 24 or 48 hours, and you can balance your family's checkbook. You have the skills necessary to be a group Exchequer. The reports really aren't that much different than balancing a checkbook. Yes, you have to put your income in a certain place and you have to put your expenses in a certain place, but it all comes down to making sure that you balance. You also have to have the ability to complete and file monthly reports. We use Microsoft Excel spreadsheets, so you do have to have access to a spreadsheet program. The reports are available on Open Office. So even if you don't have Microsoft as a program on your computer, you can use Open Office to access that report. Exchequers are selected based on application. So the group will put out a post saying they are looking for an Exchequer. The post should be up for at least 30 days to allow as many applicants as wish to apply. Then the group or the financial committee, depending on what your financial policy says, will look over the applications, review them, discuss, and then choose a new Exchequer. At that point, a change of officer form is filled out. It's a fillable PDF, so it gets filled out and emailed to the baronial Exchequer, if that's applicable, the regional Exchequer, and the kingdom Exchequer. You will also include a copy of your membership card, as well as a copy of your state identification. It doesn't have to be a driver's license. It does have to be an official state identification, or a passport if you choose. Appointments are considered probationary until a couple of things happen. One, the incoming Exchequer has 6 months to complete their training course and their warranting exam. And then within that 6-month time frame, they have to file their reports on time and accurately. After that happens, they are then permanently warranted, and the warrant is up for renewal at every Curia meeting or Crown tournament. So 5 to 7 months. We just approximate and say every 6 months. The Exchequer's duties include, but aren't limited to, being familiar with the laws and policies of the SCA as a corporation and the kingdom, following the reporting schedules, participating in a review of books every 2 years or at the change of office. So that means if you're incoming, you should expect to work with your regional exchequer to perform a review of books. A review of books is not an audit. We're not out there looking for mistakes. We're looking to make sure that you understand the policies and are following them, and then offering recommendations and suggestions if there needs to be a course correction. You are responsible for replying to communication within 48 hours, whether that's a phone call or email. You should be accessing and reading all official communication from the society and the kingdom via either the website, social media, or official SCA newsletters. As an officer, you're required to be a member. So you should be getting the PALE, which is the Middle Kingdom newsletter. And you get an email every month saying, yay, the SCA Kingdom newsletters are up. Take 10 minutes, go open it. It opens on your phone, it opens on your computer. Read through the officers' reports. Make sure you're getting the information that from your kingdom officer, as well as any job postings or any other information that is appropriate. And the biggest thing is making sure that you are using correct asset handling procedures, primarily cash. For record keeping, every officer in the Middle Kingdom in every single group has been supplied with an official Google account. The account includes access to an official Gmail account, a Google Drive, and all of the applications in G Suite, which is docs, sheets, forms, slides, etc. It is best practice and strongly recommended to scan and upload or save all documents to your group Exchequer Google Drive, as well as all emails. Use the Gmail account that the Mid-Realm has provided for you to save your emails so that important communication isn't lost. My inbox has labels of all of the different groups for North Oaken, and every single email gets filed under the group name. You can choose to make your labels whatever you want them to be, but having and using the official Gmail account allows your successor to easily search for and find important information, emails, or documents within the Google Drive. And by saving all the documents to your Google Drive, you have the ability to easily attach them to an email sent through your official Gmail account and share them with your regional exchequer or other members or officers. Please keep good records. It is a fundamental responsibility of the exchequer. And although it does not happen often, occasionally it is necessary for an exchequer to be removed from office for failure to perform their duties. This is not taken lightly, and it is not for small infractions or delays in reporting. It is for a failure to maintain funds separate from your personal funds. It is for misappropriation of funds. You could be asked to step down if you are consistently not filing your reports, or if your reports are just consistently wrong and you haven't gone through the steps to make those changes or get the additional training that would allow you to do them correctly. A consistent inability to cooperate with your other branch officers is also something that comes to our attention, and we might ask for remediation steps or some additional collaboration, or a failure to maintain the books and records adequately. Those are reasons, and some of the only reasons, that we would ever ask an exchequer to step down. That concludes the duties themselves, just a list of the different duties. In the next part of the video, we go through the branch administration. I hope this was informative. As I say at the end of the next video, you are more than welcome to contact me at deputyexchequer@midrealm.org with any questions about education or training. Please also contact your regional exchequers. They all have mid-realm email addresses. For example, the North Oakland regional address is northoakland.exchequer@midrealm.org, and the others are similar. So please reach out via Facebook or email if you have any questions. Reach out to your regionals if you need more training, or if you need help with your reports, or if any of your other responsibilities. Thanks everybody for watching.